Hi everyone, it's nreo here on behalf of VitaNova. Today I'm going to show you very quickly how easy it is to use CyberGamer. I'll show you all the basics needed. This is essentially a quick guide. I won't run over everything, but I'll show you everything you need to know to get up and running and how to find a game, etc, etc. Okay, first place you want to start is the website, of course. If you haven't done already, you want to sign up in the top right. You can see that there, but I'm just going to sign in here and show you how to get going. Okay, main thing you're going to notice are the two menus, one on the top and one on the bottom. The bottom menu is actually the most important because anything concerning yourself or your team, this is where you want to go. You can see notifications as well. Anything important will show up here to do with your team, any buddy invites, challenges, etc. So keep an eye on that. But the first thing you want to do on the page is actually make a team. If you haven't done already, easy as pie, just click on quick links and you're going to see options to create a new team here. You can see my teams. Just click create a new team. Really easy. You fill everything in, you select your game, just choose Call of Duty 4 Turbo. Fill everything in and click create team. It will take you back to the page. So there are no other pages after that, so don't worry. Next thing you want to do is add members to your team. So to do that, you click on quick links, you choose your team you want to add members to, and probably want to refresh that. You scroll down. Once you're on your team page, you can see my team already has quite a few members. You just need to click edit members and then type in the CG username and click on the little tick, and it's easy as that. What you are going to see are GUIDs next to player names. I'm going to show you how that works in a moment. You can't add these to yourself, to your profile manually, so don't look everywhere to try and do that. But before I do that, what we want to do is actually look for a ladder game, and to do that we just want to click on the ladders, leagues, and click on CGA VitaNova ladder. Very quickly, CGA is the main ladder you want to be playing in for real games, because you win enough games there, you get promoted to the leagues at the end of the season. CGO is really just an open ladder, any team can play. So if you want practice but a semi-competitive environment, that's probably the place to go. Okay, I've just taken us to the ladder page. It's a good idea to read through all the rules. TZAC's mandatory, so make sure you download that and use that. Especially for those CB gamers out there, you'll know how to do that already. But the main thing you want to do is make your team ready to play a match. My team's already ready, as you can see here. You just same place, you click here to remove, or you click here to make yourself ready. So on the ladder page or on your team page, you can make yourself ready to play a game. Next thing you want to do is look for games. You can see that in the bottom left hand side of the page, looking for scrim match. Let's click on that. Great, lots of teams looking. This is basically what I've just clicked on to make myself ready. These teams have done exactly the same thing, so you can tell whether they want a ladder match. These teams might actually want a ladder match as well, but they might not know of that option. You can look for scrims here. You just simply select your team and choose. You want to do this anyway if you're looking for a scrim, but if you click and make yourself ready to play a match on the ladder, you'll come up automatically, as is shown here. But the next thing you want to do is actually look for a team that's in and around you. You can only play teams in and around you on the CGA ladder. If they're very high ranked and considerably higher off than you are, you're going to need to ask them if they want to challenge you. It's at their discretion. The main thing is you can actually challenge teams quite far above yourself, so don't worry about that. It's really the higher echelons that are difficult basically to navigate around in terms of challenging, because you'll need to get them to challenge you, and it's up to them. But yeah, as you can see here, I can challenge teams from place 35, and I'm quite far down, so if we go down here, you're going to see me 73rd place, so I can challenge quite high up. So you shouldn't think that's any burden of some kind. The other thing is you get more points obviously for beating higher placed teams, so if you plan it wisely you can actually beat teams higher up and work your way up the ladder with playing very few games. So it's not about how many games you play. You just take this team as an example. 69ers, they've only played 8 games, but they're 21st. Or Slayers, they haven't played many games. Inspired is probably the best example here. They played 14 games, and they're 5th place in the league. So they've chosen wisely. Okay, next thing I want to do is look for a game. I know Team Refuse are just in and around us, and I know Airborne is looking for a game. So I'm going to message him and try and get a game. So let's see how that goes. The main thing is, if you have any feedback, anything like that, you can get back to us. There's so many channels you can get through to us. Post on the CG forum, post on the Tech9 forum. You can even send us mail on the CG website. We do read everything. We try and get back to you. If we can't get back to you, we do take things into consideration. Sorting out server, that's something you want to do. You don't want to be using the CyberGamer servers yet. The reason why is that ProMod doesn't allow you to vote to change map. The next ProMod will. So for the moment, because you're going to play 2 maps every game you play, you can't use the CyberGamer servers. But when the new ProMod's released, you can. Great, Airborne wants to play. Good. Okay, so I just need to challenge his team. Easiest place to do that is on the ladder itself. If I go onto the ladder, I know they're ranked 83. Just need that to load. Eventually it does, and away we go. Great, I can see them. There they are. I'm going to challenge them. Don't be afraid by this screen. Basically, if you're used to clan base, it might be a bit of a shock. What you should see turbo times. Turbo times are basically times that are very close to the current time. So if you're challenging a team now, in my case, I know that Airborne wants to play now. I just have to choose 3 choices because that's mandatory, and then I go ahead and select him. I select a map. Let's just choose strike. You want to be selecting other times if you're challenging a team in the ladder and not actually talking to them at the same time. So just keep that in consideration. Otherwise, it gets a bit difficult trying to change times and navigate around that. I've chosen the 3 times. Going to send the challenge over to him now, and I just need him to accept. To do that, I'm just going to quickly message him. Great. Okay. Before I send him the IP to our server, there's 2 things you need to know. One, you need to know how to get your GUID onto your account. To do that, you can see here, Conf4 GUID search. Once you get to this page, the way GUIDs link to your account is actually based through your IP. CyberGamer has a really developed system where it tracks your IP and what server you're on, and then links them both together. So the easiest way to do that is actually to add to your server. If a server that you're going to use isn't already on their list, you just add your own server to their list. That way they'll be able to track it and then link the GUID for you. You just simply input the server IP and Archon here. Main thing with the Archon is it will be kept confidential, so don't worry about that. All it's going to be used for, as you can see here, is to track your GUID, link it to your account, and it's really as easy as that. So make sure you do that, otherwise you could get into problems there. The second thing you want to do, as you can see here, is if I check my notifications, I've challenged refuse. You want to be using TZAC. And TZAC, if you haven't used it already, you just need to go into the ladder rules page and just read that up. If you have been using it in CB, great. It works the same way. All you need to do is actually get the match ID, and what I'll do is I'll just minimize that. What you can see here is the match ID. What you want to do is copy that and then put that into TZAC, and then you can launch the game. But before you do that, you want to get airborne of the IP and password. Great, he's already accepted, so you know we're on a roll here. We're about to play our first game on CyberGamer. In my case, my 5th or 6th, but nevertheless, first game if you're a new team. And to do that, I'm just sending him the IP and password. There we go, and that's all you need to know. You can connect up, play your game. Once you're done with your game, all you need to do is go to the match page. And when the match is done, if you scroll down, you'll be able to see in the bottom left hand corner there'll be an area to input the scores. You simply input them and then click accept or submit, and they'll do the same, and that's it, and you'll be on your way to victory. So any questions, feedback, don't hesitate to get back to us. Otherwise, enjoy your stay on CyberGamer. Till next time.